Hello everyone and welcome back to the Common Sense Crypto channel. As with you always, this is Rich doing another video today on XRP and ISO. So I hope you're all having a wonderful day today wherever you are in this great world. We're going to talk a little bit about XRP, we're going to talk about ISO, and I'm going to give you my top 5 ISO cryptocurrencies to be buying right now at the end of today's video. So let's start with Fedwire. Align it with many other payment systems around the world. SWIFT, for the most part, now supports the ISO 222 standard. 2025 is the final cutoff date. The old system is done. Now, if you're holding ISO cryptocurrencies, people will tell you you have all the way up until 2025 to continue accumulating. If you're new to crypto, people will say you don't need to put your money in ISO cryptocurrencies now. 2025 is the big year. But it's really not. And I'm going to explain why in today's video. And the reason I'm doing this video is because ISO goes live on this coming Sunday, the 19th of November. FedNow presentation, FinTech Week 2023. FedNow is not a CBDC, but it is within a payment system that is a central bank payment system. It uses the ISO 222 payment messaging standard. But what happened? I thought it was only messages. It's both payments and messages. You know, people seem to always get it wrong. And then later you find out what's really going on at the Fed. You find out what's really going on in the EU. You find out what's really going on inside of BRICS. That's why it's always better to just sit back and watch everything come together. Another delay in the matter of ISO 222. The EPC SEPA postpones the migration of the SEPA payment schemes to the 2019 version of ISO to Sunday, March 17, 2024. Some market participants were apparently unable to ensure the changeover in the coming month. So everybody right away thought they were delaying all of ISO when this article came out. But it was only SEPA that was being delayed. So you see, you could cross SEPA out and FedNow until the end of the year. They're saying that they might be ready by the end of 2023. The rest of the banks are going to go live in November, this coming weekend. And it's 80% of the banks that are already ready. In 2024, 10% more will go live. And then in 2025, the remaining 10% will go live. It's going to happen in waves. But you want to catch wave 1. It's the biggest wave. 80% of the banks. And you know, that's why I said you don't have until 2025. We don't know what's going to happen come this weekend. It could absolutely skyrocket the price of these ISO cryptocurrencies. Maybe nothing will happen to the price of these cryptocurrencies. Right now, everything is speculation. But I do know value will come eventually, and you want to prepare now for that to happen. FedNow went live on 7/20/23. ISO goes live on SWIFT 11/20/2023. So FedNow went live, but it's not integrated fully with the rest of the banks yet. That could also happen very fast when it happens. So it could even happen before the end of this year. What is ISO? ISO 222 is an international standard for financial messaging that provides a common language and structure for the exchange of electronic data between financial institutions and international payment systems like SWIFT. The goal of ISO is to replace the multitude of different messaging formats and protocols used by various financial systems with a unified and standardized approach. By adopting ISO, financial institutions can streamline their operations, reduce complexity, and improve the accuracy and reliability of data exchange. It will also make things faster. Cryptocurrency projects that are ISO compliant can seamlessly integrate into traditional financial systems and introduce blockchain immutability and data decentralization to the financial sector. It is worth noting that not all institutions have adopted the requirements to be ISO ready yet. According to a Forbes report from earlier this year, about 72% of the banks are ISO compliant. That number actually went up to 80% now. The institutions that haven't yet taken the necessary steps to become ISO compliant will have until 2025 to do so. So this is definitely coming, and it's coming at a very alarming rate. It's happening very fast. So the list of ISO compliant cryptocurrencies in 2023 are right here: XRP, QNT, ALGO, XLM, HBAR, IOTA, and XDC. Now my top 5, if I have to put them in order, okay? Let's not even include QNT, because QNT is the glue that's going to hold this whole system together. QNT is a must-have cryptocurrency. Right now it's sitting around $100 and it's still very undervalued. So definitely XRP, XLM, XDC, HBAR, and then I would say ALGO. Last would be IOTA, then Casper, then the others. The reason I put them in that order, and this is just my opinion, you might have a totally different opinion than me, is because I see XRP and XLM as the first movers. XDC will start to move more with digital trade. ALGO will also move at some point, but I think it's going to be lagging behind. HBAR could also be one of the first movers. You got to remember, HBAR is now integrated through Drop with FedNow. And I think it's also integrated with a few other countries through MTech as around CBDCs. Plus, I look beyond that even. Even if we took them out of ISO, I would still choose XRP, XLM, XDC, HBAR, and ALGO. IOTA is another great project. I think it's going to move later as we see more machine-to-machine payments happening. Smart cities starting to, go live with the Internet of Things. But that's the path I see as far as crypto. Again, QNT is going to be the glue holding all of this together. And you could see the prices on these cryptocurrencies. There's XRP, 64 cents. QNT, $105. Algorand, 14 cents. XLM, 12 cents. HBAR, 6 cents. Do you see what's going on here? IOTA, 19 cents. XDC, 5 cents. They're all very undervalued right now. I think it was to get people to ignore these cryptocurrencies. I think they're held down right now, but I think they're all going to start to pop off very fast when the time comes. And I definitely would not ignore any of them. I actually hold a little bit of each of them. Casper is another great project. It's also ISO compliant. Then you got to look at Nexera. I don't even know where that cryptocurrency is going yet. I think Nexera in the next run up is going to pull 100x. It's also ISO compliant. DAG is another one to keep an eye on. A lot of people are overlooking it. LCX is another one. It's going to be part of ISO as well. Still very undervalued. Then you also got to look at Flare. A lot of people are overlooking Flare still. It's still building out. It's still very early. I think that's going to bring a ton of value once everything comes together. But the reason I wanted to show you this is because time is literally running out. And people are still in denial about CBDCs. This is a $150 trillion a year market. And yet people still think these cryptocurrencies are going to be sitting at a low price. They are going to show their true price, their actual price. And it's going to be shocking for most people. Retail is going to become priced out very quick when it happens. This is a once in a lifetime opportunity, and you either take advantage of this opportunity or you regret it for the rest of your life. You can get financial freedom from any one of these ISO cryptocurrencies. And when you look at this map, and this map is updated now, you see launch CBDCs now on this map. And that's going to continue to happen into the future. But you take notice, even the U.S. is in the development phase, meaning that we will see a digital dollar. But most of the BRICS countries are already in the pilot phase. They're going to most likely launch in the very near future as well. And once this all starts to go live, you're going to see the rise of the new financial system. And a lot of people are going to be left behind. A lot of people didn't have the vision you have to get you to where you are right now. Continue to hold on to that vision. Global stablecoin regulations. Majority of countries in the world have legislation in place or final legislation pending. And you see the United States, UK, all these countries are ready to go live with stablecoin regulations. Remember, I always told you in videos, first we're going to see stablecoin regulation, and soon after we're going to have crypto regulations, global crypto regulations. I think we're going to see that most likely in 2024. And then 99% of crypto is going to go to zero. And we're going to be left with a handful of cryptocurrencies. And that handful of cryptocurrencies are these cryptocurrencies right here. Once the bubble pops inside of crypto, this is what you're going to be left with. It may be Bitcoin and Ethereum. But beyond that, we don't know how many others are going to survive. New cryptocurrencies are also going to emerge along the way. Once we see these cryptocurrencies hit their full potential, we're going to be taking a look at new cryptocurrencies that are going to be part of the new financial system, that are going to solve different problems, that are maybe going to have other real world use cases behind them. This isn't the end. This is just the beginning. But you got to prepare for it now, or you will regret it for the rest of your life. With that said, I'm going to wrap up this video. I want to thank you all for watching. I appreciate all of you. I'll see you in the next one. Have a great night.